So the shirt I'm wearing right now is ancient. It's a Philadelphia Phillies shirt, baseball team for those of you who are not familiar with the Phillies organization. It's actually my dad's. My dad's, he's from the Philadelphia area. Anytime, whenever I needed a shirt to sleep in and I wanted to pick one of my dad's shirts, this is always the one I went to. And he had multiples of them, and at some point he just gave it to me. And I keep it because it's still just one of my absolute favorite shirts. And it's so, when a shirt is so old and it's so thin and it's been washed so many times, it just gets so soft. This is just a tangent to say that I love this shirt and it's very comfy.
We forever are. We are magic, magic, magic.
This past weekend, myself and the lady Alexandra, Lexi, who is my roommate, we drove down to St. Louis. We were doing super touristy things all weekend, but it was a lot of fun. I took my camera, I got a shitload of video. I'm planning on creating an entire Kristen and Alex do St. Louis video. Since I have so much video, I really wanted to put in a couple clips so I can give you guys a little bit of a taste of what our trip to St. Louis was like. So here you go. So the lady Alex and I have made it from the arch to the riverboat Tom Sawyer. And we got in spirit by purchasing some hats. I am the captain. Alex is my first mate. She's really excited about it. We love boating. Apparently this mirror thinks I have no head. So apparently there's a vintage store on the top floor of the City Museum. They have an entire rack of vests. And we're just doing a video, guys. They're just jealous as they're not doing a video. Don't eat my skirt. The goat is trying to eat Alex's skirt. No. So, onto the theme. I'm going to talk about teachers and my favorite teachers. One was Miss Beretta, who I took for multiple classes, but she was the one who I mainly took mythology from. It was broken up into semesters where one semester was mythology, one semester was etymology. In order to get the little honor seal on on my high school diploma, you had to take a semester of etymology. It was kind of interesting-ish, but typically what everyone took as a counterpart to etymology was mythology, and Miss Beretta taught both of those. She's insanely smart, and she's smart, she's really funny. She's a lot of who I have to thank for the reason why I'm so passionate for it. Because I already really liked Greek mythology, but it was through that class that I learned more about Norse mythology, ancient Egyptian, ancient Babylonian. I read things like Gilgamesh and Sigurd the Volsung, and it's all still completely fascinating to me, so I have her in that class to thank. My other favorite teacher and favorite class that I had in high school was my senior year when I took AP European History. Nerd. That was my favorite. I went on to major in history in college. Miss Macaulay was the one who taught that, and she's just another one of those really smart, knows her shit, and isn't afraid to make the class tough and like makes you rise to the challenge of like memorizing and really learning it and just like really raising the bar and expecting you to know your shit. And I think it's awesome when they're not going to spoon feed it to you and make it easy. It's really letting you rise to the challenge. And Miss Macaulay, and both Miss Macaulay and Miss Beretta were very good about that. And they knew their shit, and they're like, if I know it, you can know it too. I really respect that in a teacher. I just watched Laura's video and I commented on it. And anyone who it's very obvious that they know their shit and they're passionate about it, that really comes through when you're teaching something to someone. The statement that I'm dancing around here is that I'm considering teaching as well. I've talked to Laura about this. We've chatted, and I have a lot of my other friends from college are also teachers. I would ideally want to do high school. I've been talking to people. I've been thinking about it. Been looking around, figuring out how I would want to go about it. So we'll see. I have no idea as to a timeline of when anything would change in my life, but it's just the wheels. They are returning. So there's that. So teachers are awesome. Okay, ladies. Since it's late, it's about 10:48 my time now, and I have my chapstick. I'm going to put it on because I've been holding it in my hand. I don't know if you've seen me waving it around while I'm making my point. If you're wondering what this is, it's chapstick. Actually, maybe it's kind of gross because it's kind of old at this point, but it's Fictionally, like the fan fiction, the Harry Potter fan fiction website Fictionally. I got this in my tote bag at Terminus in 2008. This chapstick's from 2008. I'm gonna edit all of this out. This is chapstick. So, that is all of my video for today. Anyway, I love you girls a lot. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Bye. We didn't go to Chicago. We live in Chicago. It's really not very grammatically correct. I can't speak today. So much commitment. So much commitment. It just gives me the shakes. So I got a hair in my mouth. There. My hair's still in my mouth. Ah. Okay.